What's going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Appreciate everyone on here. Let's get the gifts here. I think we got some 4th of July gifts. What is going on? Just started the live stream a couple seconds ago. I'll start it here on TikTok. Three, 2, 1. Awesome. Now we're live, guys. Gold hi from India. Thanks for coming to the live stream. Welcome. Just taking a look at Bitcoin, seeing what it's doing. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Let me know what you guys are up to. That would have been a great short right there. Woke up to the news, no capital gains tax in Texas. Really? Is that like official news for Texas? That'd be awesome too if, you know, it coming out on July 4th. I also heard too that Trump wants to get away with wants to get out of people to not have property taxes either. So hopefully it's official. It'll be awesome for it to be official on the 4th today. Happy 4th of July, by the way, guys. If you guys like crypto, definitely like and stay tuned. We'll check out all your favorite coins. Thank you guys for coming to the live stream. All right, is Bitcoin having an inverse head and shoulders here? We could possibly be having something like that, right? You got boom, boom, and then, you know, we can still drop further here, but this is looking pretty good. You know, we're having this big drop on the daily because we had to fill in this big candle here, this big daily candle. So you can see how we come here midway to fill it. So I mean, we can definitely get a bounce here. Or we can come back to this level, 104. This level right here, 104. We kill, you know, take out that low right there. Come to my 103 level. So thank you for the follows, thank you for the likes, and comment some of the coins you guys want me to check out. But I'm super bullish, guys. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance, how it's been doing. You can see a big reason too why altcoins started dropping today, right? Bitcoin dominance recently had a big drop, but now we're obviously bouncing off of this level. And I had this here since last live stream. You know, we're gonna get a big bounce here. So I would expect Bitcoin to make a big move here with altcoins kind of staying flat, to be honest, and seeing this bounce higher, right, to a new high. So Taylor says SHIB, please. Sure, we'll take a look at Shiba Inu. Last year, this time we got smoked. Yeah, I remember last year. We had a really bad summer, the crypto market. I think except for, yeah, I mean, we had a bad summer. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu for Taylor. Welcome to the live. Don't forget to like, by the way, guys. That's all I ask for, a like. It really does help the algorithm. So definitely like the live stream. I definitely gotta buy more SHIB. I've been I forgot to buy SHIB actually, but I'm bullish on SHIB. I'm still very bullish. You know, if I want to be safer, I might wait a week or two. But you know, you see SHIB coming back down here to this resistance level. Even if I take the Fibonacci out, I'm on the monthly, right? We fully reset it as stochastic, which is great. We were overbought over here. So, yeah, SHIB is down a lot, but it's not as bearish as what people make it seem. You know, we were overbought here. We reset the stochastic back to bear market levels, but we were all the way down here in bear market levels. So while SHIB resetting that stochastic and building a higher high here, while doing so, that's super bullish. Whoa, let's go, Dan. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the 10 bucks. What's up, Dan Dragonborn? Appreciate it. Thanks for the super chat. Shout out to Dan Dragonborn on YouTube. Definitely go subscribe to him, guys. He has some great content. Go check out his channel for sure. Yeah. But look, I'm bullish on Shiba. I know people are super bearish on altcoins, this and that, but you got to look at the full picture. Thank you for the follows, by the way, guys. In my opinion, it's a buy. Not financial advice, but in my opinion, it's a buy. Is this a pullback shortly or major? You know, if you pull back, I would say we have everything to pull back to 103. I'm not saying we will. I'm just saying we can definitely pull back here to 103, 102 and put in a higher low, right? So I don't think that's a major pullback, but to some people it can be. And let me know if the audio is good on YouTube. And definitely go check out Dan Dragonborn's channel. He has a great channel. Frank says, looks like Shiba is finding a floor. Yeah, Shiba looks like it's finding a floor. So did the same thing, double top, then recovery. Very similar. Shiba, I mean, Solana did something very similar here. So, you know, this could be the higher low right here that Solana put in, right? It's kind of like a bull flag to the upside. Thank you for the follows, by the way, guys. Comment your coins you guys want me to check out. Happy 4th of July. Don't forget to like. I might be doing some trades here on BitUnix right over here. If you guys want to know the platform I use, it's called BitUnix. If you use my link, you'll get a big deposit bonus up to 300 bucks, basically free money. And you can always withdraw, but check it out. It's the second link in my bio, and it's only till July 6th, as you can see. So they gave me this special campaign. They like my live streams, and you can get up to 300 bucks, 100, 200, or 300. But check it out, only using my link, BitUnix. Dogecoin, yeah, let's check out Dogecoin. I haven't looked at Dogecoin in a while. But we'll take a look at Doge, because Doge has been retracing back down here to 16 cents. So, and I mean, this could be a double bottom right here for Dogecoin on the weekly, as we can see. We're resetting that weekly stochastic. So we were overbought here. We're resetting that stochastic. So honestly, Dogecoin is looking pretty good here on the monthly as well. Like look on the monthly, we're all the way oversold here for Dogecoin, but we're all the way up here. Last time we were this oversold for Dogecoin was when it was like 5-6 cents over here. You see that? Not even up here. I mean, not even that over here we were that oversold. So I'm honestly loving Dogecoin right now. I think this is a super bullish chart. This is why I teach stochastics. This is why I teach money flow and all these things here, because it lets you know what's happening behind the scenes ultimately. All right. Dan Dragonborn says, "Yo, bro, how do you go live in shorts?" Oh yeah, I can show you, bro. I got you. It's you're gonna need to download this program called OBS. So, you know, try to find the program called OBS, and then you gotta do some specific things. But I can show you if you need help. But look, I'm bullish on Doge. We can see the Doge right here. First of all, we're in this really nice uptrend. This, you know, this is a super bullish uptrend here, ascending channel that I believe Dogecoin will continue. But not just that, we're putting in higher lows while resetting that stochastic. So, I mean, just guess what happened? I mean, just on the monthly, when we really start to change momentum here, we have all this space to come up to overbought. And here's the thing. When we come up here to overbought, that doesn't mean the top is in for Dogecoin. That's like a, you know, 1 month to 3 month time span for Doge to top out. So it can go up even higher. Okay? I mean, just like right here, Dogecoin became overbought right here, but it went up higher, right? So just showing you that right there to you guys, and why I'm super bullish on Doge. Anytime, bro. Yeah, just download the OBS, and then I gotta show you how to use it. I gotta show you how to set up the settings and everything. And definitely look into getting a second monitor, or setting up a second monitor, because it definitely helps. Thank you guys for the likes. Let's check out some more coins. Comment the coins below. Happy 4th of July. No, this is the crypto market. The stock market's closed. The crypto market is still up. We're just looking here at Bitcoin. I mean, the S&P, right? The S&P is at historic highs here. Look at that, guys. S&P 500 at all-time highs. Insane. Right, this is why I'm bullish on crypto. I think the S&P is front running. So very soon we're gonna see Bitcoin really take off. Seeing the S&P 500 take off like this, it's insane. And what's amazing too is that the S&P, we came down here to the oversold level. Now we're breaking all-time highs with all this space to go. So yeah, man, I mean, the S&P is probably gonna have a blow up top this year, along with Bitcoin and crypto. Thank you for the follows. If you guys are new, definitely like, follow. I'll be checking out your favorite coins you guys talk about. What's the top that Doge can do? Krish asked. You mean what's the highest that I see Dogecoin going to? We'll see right here. I have a Dogecoin price prediction video on YouTube, but I'll share here in the live stream. The highest I see Dogecoin really go into. All right. So, you know, on the safe side, I see Dogecoin going to 158 to $2 on the safe side, right? The conservative side. But based on the 618, it can go to like $4. But again, most of my selling is going to be here in between 160 and 220. You see that? So I might leave a small percentage if it does skyrocket at $4 or so. But that's where I see it going. What's up, Sniff? Thank you guys for coming to the live. Lewis, what year do you think it will be when Bitcoin reaches 1 million? What year do I think Bitcoin will reach 1 million? That's a great question. I think it'll be in the early 2030s. It'll be 2033. Right? I think it'll be like that year. Sometime around that time that I think even Michael Saylor talked about, where 99% of Bitcoin is going to be mined or something. I think it was like 2034 or something. I forget. But around that time. I know he said something like that. I don't know if it was 2034 or something. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Well, this happened this year. honestly, it could possibly happen this year. Crypto moves fast, but it, you know, either this year. So my prediction is either Q4 or Q1 or Q2 of 2026. So that's my opinion. Have you found any strong correlation between certain cryptos and stock market? Yeah, I mean, mainly Bitcoin. Mainly Bitcoin. Thank you for the bless. Thank you for the bless, you stress free. Yeah, Michael Saylor. I think he said, I don't know exactly what he said, but Michael Saylor said 99% of Bitcoin will be mined by 2034. Actually, let's actually chat GPT. I have chat GPT on my computer, so I'm just trying to find it here. We can actually ask it here. Let's ask chat GPT here. All right, let's see. What year will 99% of Bitcoin be mined? I think it's gonna be 2034. Let's see. I just asked ChatGPT right here. All right. 2035. Look at that. I was pretty accurate. But look approximately 99% of Bitcoin will be mined at 2035. Guys, that's only 10 years away. That's insane. Yeah. So look at this. As of right now, people, you know, they're earning 3.12 Bitcoin per block, right? By 2032, the reward drops to 0.78. And by 2035, around 20.8 to 20.9 million Bitcoin, about 99% will be mined. So the remaining 1% will take over a century, though, to be mined due to diminishing rewards until around year 2140. So that's insane. I mean, that's why he's been saying this is the Bitcoin gold rush until 2035. It really is going to be the Bitcoin gold rush. I'll go lows this cycle. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that, you know, he's not just that's just a fact, right? That he said. Even ChatGPT shows it. It's not like an opinion from Michael Saylor. Yeah, I do leverage too. Right now, I'm just checking out your favorite coins here on TradingView, but I do leverage trading too. As you can see, this is my platform, BitUnix. I might put in some trades here. I might put in some degen trades here with some high leverage. We'll see what coins are looking good. But if you guys want to join BitUnix, you can use my link in the link bio. They gave me this campaign here that ends July 6th, and you get up to like $300 based on deposit. So, and it's VPN free, it's KYC free, and it's pretty good. And you can also withdraw it. So, you know, you put in the money to deposit to get the deposit bonus, and then you can withdraw it if you want to. Oh, you think he's running an illegal trust? Okay, but when the seller sells in 2035 because he's made his money, all y'all gonna be stuck. I mean, we're gonna have bear markets along the way, you know, drops for Bitcoin, but long term speaking, I think Bitcoin is gonna go to, you know, multi-millions, you know, in past the 2030s. So yeah, that is pretty sketchy, right? But Bitcoin on the monthly looks like we're starting to move up here, stochastic, showing the momentum to the upside. So as you can see right there, What's up, Steve? Y'all, what's up, bro? What's my strategy? Right now, I'm just looking at coins. But I can do some trades here. I'll show you my strategies in trading. Right now, I'm just looking at the high time frame here. Some of your favorite coins you guys want to check out. What's up, Crypto Holmes? How you doing, bro? You DC'd into Wormhole. Nice. Yeah, you know, one of the new coins I bought was Sonic. I haven't looked into Wormhole, but let me know why you bought it. So some of my trades here I have in the Discord. So I post a lot of my trades here. So, you know, they're not the biggest gains, but when you have a lot of money in the trade, 7% is pretty good, right? Because, you know, you have a good amount of money. But these are some of my trades. I do signals too. Like this was a signal I posted yesterday for Cardano. So 56 cents, take profit 60 cents, which it did hit. And this was it right here. All right, this was the trade right here for Cardano that I'm fully out of right now. But I do leverage trading. For you guys just getting into leverage trading, I recommend like 5x below. Once you get more consistent, then you can go to, you know, higher than 5x. But you know, that's the cool thing that I like about BitUnix. You can do up to like 100x plus, as you can see right here. It's insane, and it's KYC free, so you don't need to do KYC, know your customer, and it's VPN free, right? So we'll see. Maybe I could do some trades here. Let's see some coins here. See, my strategy, what I like to do is I like to see coins that are pretty volatile, that have a lot of volume, and I like to trade them. Right, I'll see some of the coins that have a lot of volume right now, and I like to see where the overall trend is, right? So we'll see some coins here, like let's see this coin. Yeah, I short my losses too, of course. I show my losses. I don't trade constantly. I don't have like a lot of trades per day or week, so you know, like I haven't had a loss in like 2 weeks. Because I don't trade like frequently. As you can see, like these are most of my trades here. But I do show my losses. And usually my losses are pretty small because I have a stop loss. So like, you know, if my stop loss gets hit, I might lose like a couple dollars or something. But yeah, I mean, look, this is my strategy. I have like 5 windows up here on BitUnix. If I'm scalping, I have the 30-minute, 15-minute, the 5-minute, the 1-minute. And then you can just kind of see, I mean, we're obviously in this uptrend. This coin is obviously bullish here. So I'll be careful shorting this unless we get a big pump here to a level of resistance, which then I will look here at the higher time frame to see some higher levels of resistance. But it really depends on each coin. Each coin is different and requires a different strategy of trading. DOT is good. Polkadot, I'll probably say not. I don't think Polkadot is good, to be honest. I mean, it doesn't hurt to buy a little bit if it does recover, but it just has an awful chart. Just being honest, it has an awful chart, as you can see. We're way lower than 2022 bear market lows. I mean, just think about that. Polkadot 2025, while a lot of altcoins are up decently, it's here below 2022 lows. So this shows you, I mean, there's a big chance this coin never recovers. Okay, and I'm just being honest, but there, you know, there's gonna be a lot of coins that don't recover. People are talking about altcoin season, which I believe will happen, but I believe it's going to be much more selective than last altcoin season. Not all altcoins are going to recover. And if they do, let's say Polkadot does recover, I believe Polkadot is just going to go halfway. I believe Polkadot would just go here to 11, 12 bucks, and then that'll be the top. You know what I'm saying? It'll kind of catch people off guard because you see Bitcoin, I mean, Polkadot starting to move up. They're going to be like, oh yeah, Polkadot's going to go to all-time highs, which was around like 50. And then it just goes halfway to this $14, $15 mark. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion, not financial advice. I just believe like there's going to be many altcoins that don't recover to all-time highs. A win-loss, I'd probably say like 70% win. To be honest, I haven't been keeping up 100% with the percentage, but again, I haven't had too many losses because I don't trade frequently. Like these are I haven't traded that much the last 2 weeks. But I'm pretty sure if I put in a trade, one trade every single day, it'll probably go to like, it will probably go lower, right? That's pretty good, 8K. And if you don't mind sharing, how much did you have in the beginning to make 8K? What about Filecoin? What's the top? So Filecoin, thoughts on Zepic? I got you, bro. I got you, Crypto Homes. Let me just check out Filecoin. Filecoin is another coin that I don't like because of the chart. It actually looks worse than Polkadot. And I mean, look, my target for Filecoin, I think it's probably gonna go lower. You can see this Head and Shoulders play out, boom, right, perfectly, right? We lose that neckline, and then, you know, if you get the measured move here, Filecoin can technically come down to, it can still drop here to $1.20, which isn't, you know, it's like 100% down. So yeah, you know, Filecoin, I don't believe this coin is going to go back to all-time highs. If it does recover, it's probably going to top out here around $12 to $13 and kind of get people hyped to keep holding. So I'm using a trading view, but I use BitUnix. If you want to check out BitUnix, it should be the link right there pinned in the comment. They have a big deposit bonus using my link. You can get up to like 300 bucks. And July 6th though, so definitely take advantage of it. Ends in about 2 days. Thank you for the follows, by the way, guys. Now, Crypto Holmes asked me to check out Zepic. Comment some of the coins you guys want me to check out, and I'll check them out here. Let's check out Zepic. Let's see how it's doing. It did retrace down here, filling in this gap here from where it dropped here back in April. Now the question is it coming down here all the way to this level? I would say there's a big chance that it does. At least wicks down there. So, you know, there's a big chance Zepic can come down here still and fill in this mat. You know, it doesn't mean it's bearish. It just means it's filling in this gap from this God candle that it had a couple months back ago. You look here on the weekly, right? The good thing is that we're resetting that stochastic back to oversold. So it's not bearish. It just means the momentum is down here. We've been in this downtrend, and the bottom, you know, it could just be in this bow flag. The bottom could be boom, right? And then we'll get a bounce. We could do something like that for Zepic, for sure. Okay. What's up, Big Mo? How you been? Grish, thanks for your honesty. Anytime. KSM. Sure, let's check out KSM. I don't think I've looked at KSM in a while, so it'll be interesting. Kusuma, right? Let's go here on the monthly. Yeah. I mean, this coin is down a lot, right? This is another coin that's below its 2022 bear market levels. Look, again, it doesn't mean this coin won't jump. I believe it will bounce, right? We're in this massive descending wedge. So I believe it will bounce here. It's just a big question if it will survive. Right? We're probably going to bounce here, do something like that. But in terms of surviving, it's just not looking good, right? I mean, this coin has been selling off 2022 or 2022 bear market levels. It was $22. Right now it's at $12. So for this coin to really flip bullish, we need to have that big bounce, which I believe can happen. Break through that resistance level, and then when we come back, we get a retest off of $22, right? And I mean, this happens in the crypto market. A lot of cryptos seem like they're dead, and then out of nowhere you have this massive pump due to their tokenomics or big news or something. But if it does that, it needs to bounce off of that $22 level. Until that happens, I mean, this coin is just not looking good. It's just in this massive downtrend here, right? I mean, look at that KSM. It's literally the opposite chart of Cardano. So this is KSM, and this is Cardano, right? It's literally the opposite. Cardano is in this ascending channel, as you can see, and KSM is in this descending channel. So my number one quote is the charts don't lie, right? The charts are straightforward, and it just shows you that there's something wrong with their project. Thoughts on Moonwell, big into well for upcoming altcoin season. Sure, we'll take a look at well. Is it on base? I forgot where Moonwell is on. It's on base, right? Take a look at Moonwell. I mean, it's looking great. It's been ever since pulling back here in September. It's actually been holding them very well. And Moonwell, is it like a DEX or what is it? I know it's on base. I know it's DeFi or something. But it's not looking too bad. We're still in this nice uptrend. We reset it. That's stochastic, so we're oversold right now. I mean, we're oversold. So, you know, we have everything to, you know, put in a higher high eventually and continue this ascending channel. So yeah, I mean, this looks pretty bullish for going on to altcoin season. Looks very bullish. Pepe. Yeah, let's check out Pepe. Some of you guys are asking for Pepe. Let's see how it's doing. In terms of Pepe price, you know, price targets, I could see it topping out here around 41. You know, 4041 to 4061, which you know, from right now, it's still like a 4x to a 6x, which is not bad for Pepe. You know, the only thing that can't happen for Pepe on the bearish side is this head and shoulders playing out. Right? So if we get a retest of this low, most likely this head and shoulders will play out and we'll have a big drop possibly to that 0.5 level, which was resistance right here. Okay? So that's the bearish side. If Pepe does come down here to this low, I don't believe we'll get a double bottom. I believe we'll break it. You know what I mean? And retest that 0.5, which is around 5034. Okay, that's the bear side. That's the Bitcoin possibly goes into the 90s. The bullish side is Pepe puts in a higher high, a higher low right there, and now it starts to, you know, move up, which I believe can easily happen with Bitcoin moving up to the upside. So, but I'm bullish on Pepe. I still hold my Pepe. Algo, yeah, my bad. Let's do Algorand. Thanks, bro. Is it better to trade DOT and KSM for a more safer coin like Doge or something? Yeah, I would say so. Not financial advice, but I would say so. Like, my type of investing is based on the charts. So, like, for example, you know, Cardano has a great chart. Ethereum has a great chart. Solana has a great chart. You know, Chainlink, right? And even Dogecoin too has a very good. Here's a coin that's pretty underrated too. Floki. Floki has a great chart. Floki has a great chart that's not talked about enough, as you can see. And even Algorand doesn't have a bad chart either. It's still down a ton, but you can see that Algorand is not putting in some new lows here, right? It's in this ascending channel. And right now, it's just coming down here to flip this level as support. But if we're able to create a floor here, I mean, we're able to really move up and do something like that. So, you know, in terms of Algorand, it's just really resetting that stochastic down here while maintaining this level, this higher low. And if it does that, it's really going to break out of this 31 cents level. Because right now it's just, you know, it's ranging between this level right here before it breaks out. And you wanted to give me some Algorand price prediction. Let me actually look at it on the weekly too. Yeah, even on the weekly, right? You can see that we're just ranging here before breaking out of this range here. Thank you, Run It. Thank you for the gifts, bro. Appreciate it. But Algorand price prediction. Let's see some prices, you know, seeing where Algorand can recover. Let's put it right here. About right there. But yeah, I mean, you can see here the Fibonacci level, 0.38, was a clear rejection point to the T. And now Algorand is building support at that 0.78. And in terms of price prediction, I mean, it can go up here to $4.86 to $7. So, you know, seeing Algorand at those levels, I would definitely be selling from like 480 to 7. Its all-time high was around 215. So, you know, it's ultimately like a 2 or 3x from its all-time high. So, Run It. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Mudang. Shout out to Run It with all the nice gifts. Thank you, bro. Happy 4th of July, by the way, guys. Let me know what you guys are doing today. What you guys are up to. We'll check out Mudang, which looks I've been looking amazing here. I mean, this pump here was very unexpected for Mudang. Caught a lot of people off guard. But let's see how it's looking. It is a newer coin too, right? So you know, I mean, I can see Mudang pump up a little higher here to this level. Right, you can see that we have this huge wick up there, so we can kind of form a range here. But eventually I see it coming back down and retesting this low again, at least as a double bottom. And if we break that, then we'll go much lower here to potentially right here. Right? Because we are very overbought on the daily, as you can see. So for sure, I see Mudang retesting its low as a double bottom. We lose that, then we come down here to around 0.7. And doing this, right? Doing this, it's going to reset its monthly, not its monthly, it's weekly stochastic back to oversold. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be bearish seeing Mudang coming down here to 7 cents, but on the longer time frame, on the monthly, we're still maintaining a higher low while resetting that stochastic. So it's not all that bad. It's actually good if it does this, because it can in the future bounce higher, have a higher all-time high. Wiz, what's up, Wiz? What's the news today? Some people have been saying there's some big news today. Let me know what it is. Thank you guys for coming to the live stream. Gala, we'll take a look at Gala. Summer, shout out to Summer. Thank you. Go check out Summer, by the way, guys. She makes some great content. Check out and follow her page. She also does live streams too. So let's take a look at Gala. I actually do have some Gala, but thank God it's one of my lower holdings, because Gala's kind of hasn't been like the worst, but I mean, look at this, right? We actually put in some new lows this year, but it's not as bad as Filecoin or some other coins. It's just it's disappointing. But again, crypto gaming hasn't been really hype or anything, so it's not that surprising for Gala being a mainly crypto gaming coin. So my opinion on Gala, I'm still holding. I'm still gonna hold, but adding more here, I'll wait a couple weeks to kind of see if Gala can consolidate in this level and not put in some new lows, right? If Bitcoin drops. So on the safe side, I'll be on the safe side, wait a couple weeks to kind of see if Gala can find a bottom and kind of do something like a inverse head and shoulders, which is a bullish pattern to the upside. But I honestly don't know if this coin is going to survive. It really depends a lot on crypto gaming, right? If crypto gaming can have a huge comeback, kind of is in this descending wedge here. So you might see a pump, and then we might do something like that. We see some coins do something like that in this descending wedge pattern. But I'll just wait on the, I'll just be patient. I'll wait a couple weeks, maybe a month, to see it consolidating. Because if you see it consolidating here, then that's a sign it's creating a floor, and most likely it will eventually move to the upside. Yeah, Gala is good now. Yeah, I mean, it's good because it's at extreme lows, yes, but this can turn into a falling knife if Bitcoin dumps, right? This can really go into price discovery, to the downside price discovery, if Bitcoin possibly goes back into the 90s or something like that, right? In that scenario. So that's why I'm saying be patient. Don't go all at once, ultimately, is what I'm saying. So Crypto Holmes just said right here, big news today. Trump is signing the big bill today at 5 p.m. Wow. Look at that. The big, beautiful bill is being signed today at 5 p.m. Money printer goes burr, and M2 money supply continue to increase bigly. Pretty sure that's what he said. Plus more money to spend on crypto due to tax cut. Yeah. That's, I can see, I know a lot of people are torn between the big, beautiful bill. And I do agree. Elon does have a point. A lot of people have a point regarding the big, beautiful bill. But ultimately, us investors, it's going to benefit us, guys. Because with this, your assets, your crypto, what you guys are invested in, it's going to go up. Right? I mean, the gov, no matter who's president, the government is always going to keep printing money. It's like the Titanic. The dollar is like the Titanic. And I honestly do think we're getting close to the end of the movie. Millionaire, I have my own crypto course in my link in the bio. It's 3 hours plus worth of content. And it's called the 8 Signals to Sell the Top. I just released it 3 months ago. This is actually it right here. This is my course, 8 Signals to Sell the Top. Check it out. It's the 5th link in my bio. And there's a lot of charting in it. So you know, I'll be on TradingView for most of the part. I basically teach you the 8 signals to sell the top of this bull market. And basically grow your intuition on the best time to sell. Chris says, when do you see altcoin season starting? So Q4, so possibly, you know, September, late September, October, or Q1 of 2026. So that's when I see it. Brutus says, Bitcoin miners are making bullish move. Can you look at BitF stock, please? Sure. We'll take a look here at some Bitcoin mining stocks. Never heard of that one before, but we'll check it out. I basically just heard of Mara and some other ones. Bitfarms. Yeah, I mean, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good here. Looking like it's, you know, gonna bounce. Even though there's a lot of resistance here, but I mean, this week, I mean, this is a big week here. This stock shut up right here, right? So most likely next week, I mean, I could see this breaking this level of resistance. So yeah, I mean, this is good to see. A lot of Bitcoin mining stocks looking good in the charts. We have the S&P at all-time highs. We know the S&P is front-running Bitcoin. Bitcoin eventually is going to follow the S&P and outperform it. So, and then with that, there's a gap for the altcoins. So, you know, if you kind of see what's happening, you can definitely time everything at a good time. And this is what I teach in my course. But I mean, yeah, this is a good sign. And also want to share here the total 3, guys. Look, the total 3 is everything excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, which I'm pretty sure most of you guys hold. I mean, like me, you know, most of my coins are excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So why wouldn't we look at the total 3, which is in this multi-year bullish pendant? I mean, just look at this, guys. Do you really not think this is going to break out to the upside? You see? I mean, altcoin season is going to happen once this really breaks out to the upside and does something like that. But, you know, the total 3, why I'm bullish on this, I just made a video on this. Thanks for all like your lives. Krish, thank you. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow so you know when I go live again. But thank you. Bitcoin miners are making bullish move. Mara, yeah, Riot, yeah. If you guys are looking for good stocks, I think Bitcoin mining stocks are great ones. So look, the total 3. Why I'm bullish on this? I just made a video on this, but I'll talk about it here. You see right here, the stochastic, we were very overbought. Which makes sense because we were at basically all-time highs for the total 3. We were overbought. Now, on this pullback, we reset the stochastic all the way down here while maintaining this low, this higher low. So the stochastic has never been this low since right here, which was basically during the bear market. And this is on the monthly, so this is a big deal. This is not like on the daily or something. So we're putting in higher lows all the way up here in this range here, building strength around this all-time high range for the total 3, while resetting that stochastic back to near oversold. And ultimately what this means is that once the momentum changes here for the total 3 and we really start to push up, you know, we're gonna have all the space to go back to overbought. And once we're in overbought, you have a 1 month to 3 month time span before the all-time high is in for altcoins and certain coins. So this is very bullish. We also see Bitcoin on the yearly. This is why I think Q4 this year we can really go all out, because this is Bitcoin on the yearly. And we have green, 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 red, green, 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 red, green, green, green. Most likely 2026, we're gonna have a red candle. So this is why you guys gotta sell at the right time, in between Q4 to Q1, Q2 maybe of 2026. In my opinion, is gonna be the best times to sell. Because if we repeat history here, I mean, look at this. I can't even make this up. This is on the yearly for Bitcoin. Green, 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 red, green, 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 red, green, green, most likely red for 2026. But again, it doesn't mean that as soon as 2026 hits, we're just gonna dump down. It doesn't mean that. It just means that we're gonna possibly have a big drop into 2026. And honestly, looking at this, the bear market lows for Bitcoin, you know, there's a big, you know, the 50K level right here could be near where the bottom is in, right? 49K, 48, 40K, around here somewhere. But we'll see. That's more for the future. Where, you know, we're not thinking about the bear market right now. Looking onto altcoin season. Walrus, I got you, bro. My bad. My bad, SK. I got you. That was Bitcoin. The one before that was the total 3. Does ETH go up first? No, Bitcoin will go up first and then Ethereum. So yeah, Bitcoin is gonna keep going up. But I'm bullish on Ethereum too. But ETH will probably go up first compared to, you know, these lower altcoins. Walrus. Let's take a look at Walrus. Happy 4th of July, by the way, guys. If you guys new, definitely follow. I do live streams like this weekly. So Walrus, I'm guessing this is a newer coin, a newer meme coin. Coming out March 2025, right? I mean, it looks like it's building a bottom here. You know, for the last 3 months, we've been, the last 3 weeks at least, we've been building support right there. I would just be patient, right? This could be a bear flag. You know, bear flags usually look like that. And we're, you know, on this uptrend, and then boom, we retest for a double bottom. Right, so I'll just be patient with this coin. I do think that will come down here for a double bottom, because usually a lot of coins do that, especially a lower cap coin. So it can definitely come back down here to 37, 36, 35 cents and retest that. So even if we pump here, right? Even if we pump here to like 47, 46 cents, we can definitely go back there. Retest that as a double bottom. But if it can hold that level again for the second time, then it's bullish, I would say so. Do the total 3 have their own pick or simple that you can buy all 3? Thank you. Wait, what do you mean? Does the total 3 have their own well, the total 3 is just like a index. I mean, you can't buy the total 3. Yeah, you can't buy the total 3. It's just on TradingView, it's just like an index. But you can't, you know, you can't really buy the total 3. Noah asked for Litecoin. Yeah, let's check out Litecoin. Thank you guys for the likes, by the way. We're almost at 5K. You guys been killing it today. Happy 4th of July. Hopefully we got a bullish crypto summer. I'm excited for Litecoin. I think anytime soon Litecoin is going to get their ETF, and we're going to see a major pump here. But I mean, Litecoin's been in this kind of weird chart, but it's been on a multi-year uptrend, right? Can't complain about that. It's been in this multi-year uptrend that, you know, eventually we're gonna break out and do something like that for sure, right? Once we break out, we're gonna retest that 140 level, right? So we could possibly break out, go to 200, come back to 140, and then really take off. But I'm bullish on Litecoin. I honestly, anything below $90 Litecoin, I think is a great deal. I think it's a great deal. It's kind of consolidating in this range here before it really takes off, right? And resetting that monthly stochastic. So that monthly stochastic, we were overbought here recently at 140, and now we're all the way back to oversold. But Litecoin is maintaining this higher low, so that's a good sign. Anytime a coin is doing that, it's a bullish sign. This is why I love using. I show you guys here the stochastics and money flow, because it kind of shows you behind the scenes what's happening. So I'm bullish on Litecoin. Oh yeah, look at that. You know, smart contracts coming to Litecoin. That's probably why it's been holding up so well. You know, and that with the ETFs coming out, very bullish for Litecoin. So, you know, I know a lot of people don't like Litecoin. It's an OG coin. But I think Litecoin is going to really surprise a lot of people. I think it can do well. Yeah, Aaron, I do, Aaron. Oh, it's a D-pin category on Sui? Filecoin killer? Oh, shoot, that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, look, in that Filecoin category, guys, I would... You know, it's one of the most boring narratives out there, but the file storage category, I think it's super, you should at least have one coin in that file storage category narrative, because I think it has a lot of utility. So Filecoin, Arweave, I honestly like Arweave. I prefer Arweave, but, you know, there's other file storage coins out there you should look into. Yeah. Everything crashing again. Everyone gonna FOMO when Litecoin above 1K. Probably, right? Probably. Can you check out Solana? Yeah, we'll check out Solana. Wait. I think someone said, what's the top for XRP this year? Man, XRP is a special coin. But, you know, I was looking at XRP, and, I mean, its top, you know, there's some special prices for its top. It could be around $10, $13, somewhere around this level. So, I honestly see XRP going to $5 pretty soon. But let's check out Solana. Short term, we're going to pump money. Printers will turn on, but 2029 is the new world. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, the 20s, the roaring 20s, guys, this is why you guys got to be investing in assets, right? The wrong thing to do right now is just hold and stack money and stack cash. I mean, what they're doing is they're going to be printing money. And, you know, it's just going to be insane going on to the 2030s. Yeah, see, I mean, I wouldn't say that's the top, but I can see it going to $10 to $20 around there. Solana's looking great too. You see on the monthly, Solana's finally oversold. So this is a great time here for Solana to really, you know, once it gets out of this consolidation zone and we really move up, we're going to flip that momentum, right? And we have all this space to move up back to oversold. And I would say on the monthly, when we're oversold for Solana, you have a 1 to 3 month time span of when the top is in. That's usually, you know, that's usually how it goes. I mean, just think about that, guys. On the monthly, we're oversold the same way that we were over here when Solana was $8. See that? So the reason why it's bullish is it's been consolidating in this level, slightly below its previous all-time highs. And then what's going to happen is going to break out of this level and make some big moves. We're looking at Solana right now. And in terms of price prediction for Solana, I already gave it out a bunch of times, but we'll do it again here. You know, from 600 to 1,000 is where I see Solana topping out. And so $600 to $1,000, that's most likely where I'm selling my Solana. And I do see it going up there. I think it can definitely go up to those levels. Daniel, thank you, bro. Thanks for joining the fan club. You guys been killing it today. Happy 4th of July. Let me know if you got what you guys are up to today. Bitcoin is dumping. Is it buy the new sell the event with the big beautiful bill? I mean, it could be, right? It could be a temporarily big drop for Bitcoin. Sell the news. But ultimately here on the weekly, we were overbought. So most likely, I believe Bitcoin will drop here to my level that I've been saying here for weeks, is like 103, 102. And kind of fill in that gap right there from this big candle. All right, kind of like a bull flag here on the weekly. I mean, once we come here to that level, that 103, 102 level, you know, we get a big bounce here, putting in the higher low. That's what I see for Bitcoin, that is. Might not happen, but that's what I see happening. Because we're pretty overbought on the weekly. So. And the monthly is kind of jumping a bit. So you might need to press that monthly a little bit. So not too late to buy into Solana now and still make. Yeah, Solana, I think Solana is a great deal. I don't think it's too late. I just think it's consolidating. It's been ranging here since reaching all-time highs between these two levels. Right. And with that, it's been able to reset the stochastic back to oversold on the monthly. And again, I think Solana has potential to come up to 600 to 1,000. Now the thing is, it might not be a long time that it stays up here, guys. It might be just less than a month, right? We know the altcoins, we know that it's a fast market. It might be less than a month that it stays up here. You know, it's not gonna be like right here where this is over a year where it's in this, right? I don't see it being like over a year in between this level. But I do see it having potential to go up there. We know they want to start quantitative easing, and this bill being signed and being put into effect. That's going to be the first big step. And then we have rate cuts possibly. So everything is setting up for us to have a lot of money flowing into crypto. What do you think about the best hyper? Never heard of that. Never heard of that before. Thank you guys for the follows. By the way, we're almost at 10K likes. You guys been killing it today. Happy 4th of July. Could be the last Bitcoin shakeout before money printers turn on. I can see Bitcoin going to new all-time high. Yeah, that's true, right? I mean, before that, like I said, we can still drop to 103. Kind of have a sell the news event, but I'm telling you guys, they're gonna print like never before. And this is, Trump wants to do this, right? He wants the market, he wants to have that golden age. And with that, we got to have quantitative easing. Now, what comes out of this later on, I don't know, right? Possibly more inflation. But if you guys are in the right assets like crypto, you guys are gonna make some life-changing money. I do believe so. Pepe, I feel like it's similar to Dogecoin. What's the coin, Nicole? It's BTC Bull. I'll check out Pepe though, don't worry. I searched it up here, but I can't find it. BTC Bull. So Pepe real quick. Yeah, I mean Pepe. Honestly think Pepe has everything to pass Shiba Inu in terms of market cap. Like I said, the only thing that can't happen with Pepe is it having this head and shoulders play out and losing this to the downside. That's the bearish scenario, but Pepe, in my opinion, it has at least 5 to 8x left in it, which is pretty good. Right on the weekly. You can see that Pepe is resetting that stochastic right here while maintaining this higher low. So if it doesn't come back here to retest the lows, then we're good. We're putting this higher low and then do something like that, right? So I think Pepe can surpass Shiba and be the second biggest meme coin behind Dogecoin, to be honest. Especially once Ethereum starts to take off, seeing Pepe being on, you know, on Ethereum, it's definitely going to compete with Shiba Inu. But I would say, you know, I would say Dogecoin is more bullish based on the charts. I think Dogecoin is building up for a massive explosion too. I don't just trade meme coins, I trade other coins too. Yeah. Look, sharing some meme coins that I'm bullish on. I really like Floki. I did it, you know. I really didn't know Floki had a really nice chart. This is Floki's chart since 2022. It's honestly just been in this multi-year uptrend. I mean, look at this. It's a beautiful chart for a meme coin too. I mean, this is a amazing chart for Floki Inu, and on top of all that, we reset that stochastic on the monthly all the way back to oversold. So we haven't been this low. Not even during the bear market lows, we've been this low on stochastic on the monthly. So honestly, I think Floki, and this is why I've been buying more Floki too, I think it's a great deal based on the charts. I think this coin is really setting up to break its all-time highs, and this is the point of control that it's going to bounce off of, in my opinion, which oddly enough is the bottom of this uptrend. I heard dogs can only do up to 87 cents. Dogs, yeah, I would say, you know, I would say switching to Doge is probably more a safer play. Let's check out Dog here. What coin is this on? Is this a Solana coin? I mean, I really don't like the chart though, right? Especially seeing it didn't really pump up here in December, January when it should have. And it's just been dropping. So, honestly, I don't really like the chart. I don't know about 87 cents. I mean, when it came out, it was around 2 cents. And during January, December, when most of the altcoins pumped like crazy, it just consolidated here and then it dropped more with the market. So I don't know. I mean, this chart doesn't look too good, to be honest. Oh, Doge, my bad. Because he put dog, and then there's actually a coin called dogs. That's funny. You heard that it can go to 87. I think Doge will go much higher, honestly. I mean, we'll do a price prediction right here for Dogecoin. Right, look, Dogecoin, it's doing the same thing that it did right here. It's just that this time it's much more mature. And we're probably not going to see the amount of X's that we did right here. Because you got to think about this. Last bear market, Dogecoin went, I mean, look at that. 22,000%. Right? 22,000%. Now let's see here, Dogecoin. So, you know, we are going to have diminishing returns, but it doesn't mean that Dogecoin is going to go top out below $1. I think it's going to go past $1. I think it's going to be around 160 to 220, which, I mean, from the bottom, that's around 2,000%, 2,000, 3,000, right? So, yeah. And this was awesome too. Dogecoin on the monthly, we're oversold. We're oversold, guys. I mean, look at that. We're oversold. We're building support on the 618 golden pocket right there. We're putting in a higher low. We're in this long-term uptrend. Right, this is why I'm super bullish on Dogecoin. I think this coin is, it's in the build-up stage right now, right? It's in this build-up stage before it really like takes off and does something like that. Here, the reason why it took off so fast is because it was a much lower cap coin. I mean, it was below a penny. Right, Dogecoin was below a penny right here. In a matter of months, it went below a penny all the way to like 73 cents. 73, 70 cents around there. So that's kind of insane. Crypto Wow, what's up? Crypto Wow, how you doing, bro? Happy 4th of July, guys. Senny says, when should I enter a Floki, you think? That's all good, Krish. Honestly, I think nothing here is financial advice, but I think, you know, I want to say right now, because we can definitely come down lower to retest that, you know, that the uptrend that we've been in. But, you know, now within a week or two, I think it's probably be a great time, especially if we get like a retest down here. So let me go here on the weekly. Yeah, I mean, Floki's probably gonna bounce higher, coming down to retest, and then, you know, do something like that. So I would say now doesn't hurt to get into Floki. It's just that you don't want to get go all in at once, right? You want to slowly buy every week or so. But within this level, right below, I would say below 97, 40s 97, 40s 10. I think it's a good deal for Floki. Floki right now, from its past top here, it's about a 4x, right? It's a 4x from its past top that it was here back in June 2024 and also December 2024. So just recovering to its near its all-time highs, it's a 4x, which is not bad. Any other coins doing more than a 5x? Yeah, let's see some coins here. What coins can do a 5x this market? I mean, I really like H-bar. I believe H-bar can do a 5x. Let me see here. So H-bar coming up here to my target. Yeah, it'll be like a 8, 7x. So I'll look into H-bar too. The reason why I like H-bar is because we broke that heavy bear market resistance right there, and recently we've been building support on it. Right, we're building a floor at a past resistance level that we got a heavy rejection on, and then we had a God candle, and now we're just filling in that gap and building support at the past resistance point for H bar. So if H bar can build kind of like a rounded bottom here, we're gonna take off. And it's doing this by resetting. It's trying to reset its stochastic, so this is a good sign. So, I mean, H bar can technically still come down here to like 10 cents and still hold this level. Thank you guys for the follows, by the way. Almost at 10,000 likes. Almost at 50 people. But let me know what coins you guys are buying. It's 4th of July. There's a lot of coins down today here on the daily, since we had a pump recently. Wow, Uniswap is down 10%. 10% here. Most coins are down like 4%. On the weekly though, let's see on the weekly. Pengu's up 55% on the weekly. Bonk is up 20%. So we're kind of in between on the weekly. Some coins are down, most coins are up. Say's down 7%, but again, Say's probably up on the monthly, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, Say's up 31% on the monthly, so I can see why it's down on the weekly. I mean, actually, I'm gonna see if I could put in my playlist. I mean, my watch list. Yeah, this is my watch list. So Mudang is up a ton here too. Most coins are down on the monthly though here. Never heard of this coin. Useless. This is the top 200, so these are lower cap coins. Last 4th of July was the same exact market manipulation at its finest. Oh yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah, they like to do a lot of manipulation during this time. Chronos or Vet? In my opinion, I'll probably choose Chronos over Vet. I'm not saying Vet won't do well, but Chronos, you know, it's at least holding up better than VeChain. It's, you know, an American exchange, Crypto.com. Has a lot of big partnerships, and obviously with money flowing into crypto, there's gonna be a lot of people flowing into Crypto.com. You also have a debit card that helps the coin, right? That you can actually earn more of the coin. And I mean, the chart is not the most bullish, but I believe it has everything to hold this level, create a floor there, and then work to the upside. So, you know, ultimately it's trying to reset the stochastic back to oversold too, right? And it's pretty oversold here. I mean, it's not below, but still. So I'll probably choose Crow. Now VeChain, looking at VeChain. Again, they're two very similar charts. Very similar charts. Right? But, you know, just seeing Crow and its, you know, having an exchange in its tokenomics, I just see it better than VeChain. Pangu Frank says. Oh yeah, VeChain, yeah, I think they're partnered with the USC, right? Because I've seen it before, their logo there. What's my thoughts on XRP? XRP is one of my top holdings. I bought a ton during the 40 cents level. I actually have a lot of videos here on TikTok regarding XRP during that time. But long term, I'm super bullish on XRP. I think this coin will probably go to $5 very soon. and then possibly $10 and above this cycle. Right? I mean, it's very reliant based on news and what it, you know, its utility, so it can go much higher for sure. I mean, let's try to see the measured move here for XRP. Let me see. Again, this is just an estimate. Right, it brings us to around 31 bucks. Getting the measure move. I forget. I don't know if it's when you put it at the top. 62. So, yeah, I mean, XRP breaking out of this multi-year pendant. I expect it to have a major move to the upside. I just think this is the beginning right here. Oh, we got 50 people. Let's go, guys. Thank you, guys. You guys been killing it. Pengu. Keep the coins coming, guys. We're going to check out all your coins. And again, if you guys want to check out a KYC free platform where you can trade and also get lower cap meme coins, or not just meme coins, but coins in general, like lower cap coins in general, I trade on BitUnix right here. If you use my link in the link bio, the second link, you can get $300 free, basically by depositing 1,000, 200 depositing 500, 100 depositing 2. And again, you can deposit and then withdraw it, and then just keep the house money. Right, so it's basically free money. It's called BitUnix, and this ends July 6th. So definitely check it out. It's my big deposit bonus. Shout out to BitUnix for giving me this campaign for you guys. Thank you, guys, Dad. I appreciate it. Thank you for the gifts, bro. Oh yeah, Say. We'll take a look at Say. I haven't looked at Say yet. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon, wherever you guys are at. Happy 4th of July. Wow, thank you. Shout out to Gav's dad. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the nice gifts. And yeah, I mean, Pengu, it looks like it's breaking out here. We're breaking that resistance. All right, we got a big pump. Usually we pull back, fill in that gap, which we did right here to this level. And now we're breaking that resistance. So honestly, we can see Pengu break out here to, you know, around 20.024, which is a big pump here. So Pengu's looking great. It's looking for a good breakout here. You can see even on the monthly, I mean, this is super bullish here on the monthly. You can see, you know, we come down here, fill in that gap, and we get a big bounce right there. And now we're looking to pump up here to around 0.24. So Pengu's been looking great. Like I said, it's looking like it's going to break out possibly this week. It's like a Say. I actually bought some Say recently, so let's see if it's been looking great. So yeah, I mean, we can see why Say is kind of getting resistance here. So most likely on the short term, it is going to fall back, coming down to exactly where we got rejected right here. So yeah, I see more downturn here for Say, but it doesn't mean it's bearish long term, right? We can kind of have like a bull flag to this level around 22 cents, and then right there we get a big bounce, because we're not going to break this at the first attempt here for Say. We're not going to break it at the first attempt. But long term, this is bullish. I do see this being bullish long term. And we could pump up here. You know, it might take a month, but we can pump up here to 38 cents, 38, 40 cents. Pangu, yeah. Chainlink. Yeah, we got Chainlink. Let's check out Chainlink. I think Chainlink's at a great buying price too. It might come down lower for sure, guys. It might come down lower 11. I mean, but I don't see Chainlink coming down significantly lower. I think it's a, you know, yeah, it can come down to $10, $11, but that's only $2 low. And I don't think it'll stick down that low for too long, right? So you can have a limit, a buy limit to those levels around 11.50. Because Chainlink, it's resetting that stochastic while maintaining a higher low, bouncing off the 618 right there, and this long-term ascending channel. So everything is looking good for Chainlink. It's just it's not the fastest moving coin, but it will move with Bitcoin. It will move with the market, and it's a very bullish structure. And I love the fact that on the monthly we're oversold while at a higher low. Okay, so once momentum starts to change here, Chainlink is gonna move big here. I mean, we're gonna break, we're gonna break our recent high, 30 bucks. 55 was, 50 bucks was around the all-time high. And I see it coming to 100 to 130 bucks right here for Chainlink. No. Mog, please. Let's check out Mog. Almost at 100K. Thank you guys so much. 10K, I mean. You guys been killing it. Let's take a look at Mog Coin. Trying to make a comeback here. We're probably gonna dump here though. Yeah, we're probably gonna move down here for Mog. I still see it in this bear flag. So we might come down here for Mog until it hits 63. Right on the bear flag. But it's bullish. I mean, seeing it have this big pump here and now in this bear flag, eventually it's gonna bounce off very soon. Should I get rid of Polkadot? Man, I mean, it depends. If you're holding a ton of Polkadot, then yeah, I'll probably accumulate other. I'll probably put that into other altcoins. But if it's not, if it's just a small percentage of your portfolio, it doesn't hurt to have a little bit just in case it does recover, possibly to 10, 12 bucks, which I think is a good sell zone if it recovers up there. But if it's a big chunk of your portfolio, then I would say so, yeah. Of course, nothing here is financial advice. It's like, XRP. XRP is a big chunk of my portfolio, but I'm still holding it because it has a very bullish chart. It's past its recent all-time highs. So that's why I'm holding XRP. See, if I was holding Polkadot, let's say I was holding Polkadot, right? Let's say, okay, we got a good bounce here for Polkadot to 10 bucks. Okay, we're looking good here, right? So until right here, we're looking good for Polkadot. Right, until right here, we're looking good for Polkadot. But then I would have probably sold it, once it was coming down here. Breaking that $5 level right there. Right, once it broke this level right here around around $6, I would have probably sold then because I knew we were gonna come down here to retest the lows, and then yeah, it did come back up here to 10 bucks again. But it basically it did a reversal, and it lost the floor right here again, and now it's putting in some new lows. So if I was holding it, I would probably sold around $6. Because during this time, altcoins were doing pretty good. But Polkadot was doing worse than the other altcoins. So But thank you guys so much. Happy 4th of July. Again, guys, join Bit Unix. This ends July 6th in just 2 days. I'll go live again soon. But it's basically free money, and you can withdraw your money right after you put it in to get the big futures bonus. But if you guys want to trade, also check out my secret trading group, my private trading group. I put in a lot of signals right here. You can check all this in the link in the bio. But I'll be live again soon, guys. Maybe tonight, probably not tonight, but this weekend for sure. So love you guys so much, and definitely check out my latest video. Good night, guys, or good day. Peace. Thank you, Crypto Owl. Shout out to Crypto Owl. Shout out to all of you guys on here. Have a great day, brother. Jesus is king. Amen. Thank you for the support. Everyone here on YouTube. Happy 4th of July. And yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys killed it today. Thank you, guys.